If you guys want to learn how to make seamless transitions like these, then stick around and I'll teach you how you can incorporate camera movement into your films to make your videos look more interesting and professional. The first in-camera transition is the swipe. I utilize the swipe motion in almost every video clip that I film. This is really effective in creating a fast-paced motion blur effect, as well as keeping continuous movement within your videos. I do this by focusing on the subject, and once I'm done filming, I'll quickly swipe my camera to the left or the right, up or down, to create this quick motion blur effect. And then in post, I can take that and speed ramp it or splice it up to create a seamless transition like this. The second transition that I use all the time to create in-camera effects is just using my surroundings. For instance, the main way of doing this is just moving behind objects while you're filming. For instance, if I'm filming the water bottle at the center of this room, I can film from behind the chair to create a sense of depth. Not only does this add a more interesting perspective to the video, but in post, I can speed ramp and I can fade and I can use the pen tool to mask out part of the video to create a wiping effect. This effect is really great for keeping continuous motion, as you can follow your subject behind an object, and once that object passes in front of the lens, then you can mask out into a new clip. The third transition that I often use is something I like to call the tracing effect. In other words, you essentially take your camera and you follow an elongated object, and I'll closely go along the object. I often use trees or poles or branches or something that shows depth in your video. So a tip I have for perfecting this in-camera transition is to use a gimbal or to ninja walk, which is essentially walking heel to toe in order to reduce stabilization in your footage. Because if you try filming this transition walking normally or even speed walking to add that speed effect, then the transition will appear to be shaky, which will kind of jar the audience and make your video seem less professional. Also, Premiere Pro's Warp Stabilizer doesn't process super shaky, quick camera movements well, so it's really important to try to keep the footage as stable as possible while doing this. And the key is just a ninja walk, take it slow, and then speed it up in post. Now, before we wrap things up, I have one bonus tip. Who would have thought? First video, bonus clip, shit. So the bonus tip I learned from Peter McKinnon, and it really adds a new element to your videos. Essentially, if you're in the location that you're shooting your film, if you take your DSLR and just wipe it up, down, and just kind of all around, you can then take this footage in post and create your own swipe effects by using speed ramps, opacity changes, and just matching motion and color to create some really, really cool fast-paced effects. So I hope this video helped you guys realize how easy it is to create in-camera transitions that look good and professional. And if you guys learned something, tell me down below what you learned. You know, hit that subscribe button. Oh fuck. No, but seriously, I plan on uploading not only more cinematic videos, but more how-to videos on what I'm currently learning and what I think I'm good at, and just documenting the journey that I go along with creating videos. So if you learned something, hit the subscribe button, throw a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment, help a boy out, and I'll see you guys later with more cinematic how-tos and films in the future.